All right, everybody, we'll get going here. All right, thank you for coming. My name is Mr. Conti. I was the one that spoke to some of you on the phone about coming in today. I appreciate you being able to make it. All right, so welcome to the January Student of the Month. For those that I did not get a hold of, I'm just going to kind of bring up to speed on how we get here, and then I'm going to pass it over to the teachers and the students. This is really, their show. It's all about them. So every month, Ms. Hain, the high school librarian who kind of runs this whole thing, sends an email out to the staff, and then the entire staff sends in nominations for whoever they think it should be Student of the Month. From there, it then goes to a committee, all right, and we usually get about like 10 each grade or so it's pretty competitive. And then the committee kind of looks at it, and they pick the Student of the Month for that month. All right, so it's no small task, right? We have a lot of great students here, so it really speaks volumes about your son or daughter being here today, all right? So we also recognize, we started, I think, last year now, Faculty Member of the Month, right? So we will start off with that. It's kind of the same deal, just the opposite, all right? So the teachers will come up and talk about the Students of the Month. We're going to reverse that when we start off here, and the student will come up. And in this case, it's Sam Bolano. She nominated Mr. LaBrie, all right? And she will talk a little bit about him, all right? So once they're done, I will then come back and introduce the 4 Students of the Month. Mr. Claus will come over, and he will do the Student Athletes of the Month along with their coaches, all right? So, Sam, if you want to come up for a second, please. So Mr. LaBrie, he is a science teacher. Sam, can you need the mic?
I need the mic. All right. This is Big Dog. I call him Big Dog. I had him for 2 years in Allied Health 1, and then I have him now for Allied Health 2. I guess I really started in his class to figure out what I wanted to do in life, so he helped me with that, really helped me with college, and then playing softball in college with scholarships. He really helped me, and Klaus as well helped me, so it's not just about in the classroom. He helped me beyond that too, so Mr. LaBrie.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you very much.
Best man ever. Can we smile one more time? One more time. Gotcha.
Thanks, Chief.
Yep, thank you. Congrats. Did you want to look at it first? You're good with the second take? All right, good. And she's actually doing it. Wow. I know. Yeah, exactly. All right, congrats, Mr. LaBrie. For those of you who don't know, too, Mr. LaBrie's also been a firefighter for how long now? 16 years. All right, so does a great job with that, too. Thank you. So we will start off with our freshman, all right, first. Gianna Taylor. She was nominated by Ms. Damp. Yeah, feel free.
All right, so I am Mrs. Damp for everybody who doesn't know me, and this is Gianna. And I nominated Gianna just because she is amazing. There's really nothing else I could say. She comes into class every day. She works her tail off. When I ask really difficult questions, she always volunteers a response. She really puts herself out there when the rest of the freshman class is really hesitant to get involved. So I'm really just impressed with her academics in the classroom and how she has just completely tackled this freshman year. So congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Dan. Congrats, Gianna. Our sophomore class winner is Taylor Newcomb. Taylor, if you can come up. Taylor was nominated by Mr. Milai. He is out today due to, I believe, a sick kid. So Mr. Barrett also had Taylor here. He will speak on his behalf.
All right, once again, I am not being rude and looking at my phone. I'm actually looking at the email that Mr. Milai has sent to me on Taylor's behalf. So when you hear me, think of Milai. Here we go. But obviously, I've also had the privilege of having Taylor in class, so I can attest to how great she is. Here we go. I'm sorry to not be there to recognize this fine young lady, Taylor Newcomb. There was an unexpected sickness that required my attention from school, and therefore doesn't permit me to speak on Taylor's behalf. Taylor has been a fantastic student in her Honors 2 algebra class. She has maintained straight A's in all of her courses, which include 3 honors and an AP course. Her classroom behavior has been impeccable, as well as her drive to succeed. Now, many of our students here at Interboro share the same qualities that Taylor exhibits. The difference that sets her apart is that Taylor suffered a serious concussion during the soccer season at the varsity level. She missed significant time in class due to her injury, and after she was cleared to return, I noticed her perseverance to not let her injury hinder her academics. She quickly recovered with no-nonsense attitude and has returned her academics to an elite form. So, on behalf of Mr. Milai, we would like to congratulate Taylor Newcomb. Good job, Taylor. It's awesome. Don't get hurt anymore. So on. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Barrett. Our junior class winner was nominated by, I believe, two, Mr. LaBrie and Mr. Verdeo. Mr. Verdeo is going to come up and talk about Emily Gavin. Oh, they're both coming up. There you go.
Just so everybody knows, I've nominated Emily every month so far. So this was like a big fight. I went down and talked to Mrs. Hayne a few times and said, hey, when is my girl going to get this award? And then Mr. LaBrie decided to nominate her, so that's how it happened. I don't think it was me. I think it was Mr. LaBrie's nomination. However, a little different with Emily. Anybody know Chase Utley? And everybody talks about Chase Utley, the Phillies. Anybody have any qualities they know about Chase Utley that why everybody likes him in Philadelphia? Anybody? He's quiet, works hard, he's dedicated, doesn't say anything to anybody. Well, Emily's a baseball player or a softball player at the high school, so she reminds me of Chase Utley in the classroom. She doesn't say much. She works hard. She's the last one there. She's the first one in the classroom. So as Harry Callis would say, a great line you remember is, Chase, you're the man. Well, Emily, you're the, I can't say man, you're the woman. So congratulations, and she's great to work with. All right? Thank you.
Good job. Congratulations. Thank you, Mr. Verdeo. And finally, our senior winner for this month of January is Jenna Long. She was nominated by Ms. Lenge.
I met Jenna in 10th grade when she was in my English class. She sat alone, rarely said a word. As an 11th grader, she ate lunch with me every day and read books. Again, rarely speaking. Fast forward to this year. She's a member of the Medical Careers Program. Another plug for you. It's all about you, Bill. And appears to be happier than ever. Look at this smile. She stops in every couple of days, grabs a batch of papers, marks them for me, has them back to me immediately. And what makes me happy is she seems happy, social, and confident, and that's why we're all here. And it's just been a pleasure to watch you grow. Congratulations.
Congrats, Jenna, and all these students of the month, guys, all right? Really appreciate you being here, what you're doing. We will now switch to the student athletes of the month. Mr. Claus, our athletic director, will come over, get going on that, and also introduce the students and their coaches.
Thanks, Mr. Conti. Our first student athlete of the month is Faith Saber. She was nominated by Coach Werner on the track team. Faith is one of the Renaissance women in this school. I mean, she does everything. I mean, if we asked her to, build a truck, she could definitely do. She could do small engine repairs. She's a member of our girls soccer team, winter track team, softball team, and I'm pretty sure that if she was able to play 5 sports at once, she would definitely do that. So I'm going to let Ms. Werner talk more about her. So.
Mr. Kloss hit a couple of the things that I was going to say. She also swims. So at the same time as winter track, she is also on the swim team. So she is in honors and college prep classes, getting straight A's, and playing 2 sports right now, which is absolutely incredible, 2 varsity sports. As a runner, I can ask Faith to run in any single event, and she'll go, okay, Mrs. Werner, that's fine. Faith, can you do this? Sure. She is never one to push back. Never, saying, oh, I really don't want to do this today. She is the person I can count on to be at practice every single day, work her butt off. When she leaves my practice, she then goes to swimming, and somehow she manages to find time to come home and do her homework and get straight A's. In my opinion, Faith is probably the epitome of a student athlete. You could not ask for a better student and athlete than what you see in Faith. So, for varsity sports and academics is just absolutely amazing, and she deserves a big round of applause for that.
Our Male Student Athlete of the Month really shows how teachers and coaches working together can promote a positive change. I received, normally as the athletic director, when I receive emails from a teacher, they're never good. They're never good. And Miss Lenge will giggle at that. I'm not saying that Miss Lenge has ever sent me a negative email, but I received some fantastic news about one of our students. He's shown tremendous change, and that's a credit to not only his coaches, but his teachers. I want to bring up Mrs. Fiorelli and Coach Kirkcaldy to speak about our Male Athlete of the Month. Shahid, come on up.
Well, I'll start with academics. Shahid has just turned it around. From last year to this year, he's been a model student in my classroom and his other classes. Comes in, wants to know what he can do to, improve those grades, staying on top of his grades, caring about basketball, his team, being a team player, and being a good peer in our classroom by helping the others out. I have nothing but good things to say. We've talked about it all to his other teachers. They feel the same way. So I commend Shahid this year. I hope it continues. I know it will.
This came as a surprise to me, but I'm proud. Shahid has been through a lot of adversity in school and outside of school. Me, I ask a lot of him, especially playing point guard. He's never done it in his life. And the point guard is the coach on the floor, too. So Shahid is a quiet guy with a lot to say. But he's come a long way. Now all I got to do is look at him. He'll be quiet because he knows I'll deal with him later. But I'm proud of you, man. Congratulations.
Thanks, Coach. Congrats to both the athletes. Thanks, man. So thank you again to everybody coming in. And I would just like to say that, to be here today, it takes more than just grades or what you do on the court or in the pool or whatever it is. We're looking for who encompasses what we're all about here at Interboro. And we have so many good kids here. It really just speaks to the students we see in front of us today. I've been here now 5 years. After teaching in another district for about 8 or 9 years, whatever it was over there. And I could just tell you, the difference I see here at Interboro, the involvement of the students, the pride that is in this school, it's just all over. There's a lot of students that could be here today, but these are the ones that were chosen, right? So that's a testament to them and also the support you guys give, right? Throughout their whole academic career and also just being here today. We really appreciate it. So feel free to mingle. All right, we're going to wrap up now, get more food, coffee. Chief's going to need individual shots and group shots up here, all right, for the students and the athletes and the teachers too, right? We do teachers? So great. All right, guys, thanks again. I appreciate it. Have a good weekend.